I thought I'd go ahead and talk about some of the secrets I've used to do superior performances in winning grant applications. And a lot of it really boils down to thinking of grant writing not as writing, but as decision making. So, how do we speed up grant writing? Well, first, we need to establish decision-making rules which facilitate quick decisions. We need to reduce the overall number of decisions you need to make in drafting the proposal. Also, you need to know your decision-making rules and then share them with your team. So, I thought I'd share with you my top 3 decision-making rules that I've been using with great success. First, never rewrite anything the same day you write it. It takes too much of your brain's energy to write and edit at the same time. I find it better to write today and edit tomorrow. Next, decide on a winning theme. You need to pick one theme that advantages your charity over all the other charities. Write it down and stick to it as you draft your grant application, and that will save you an awful lot of time. Also, when you're doing the first draft of the grant, don't worry so much if you don't know the answer to something, or if you don't know the exact statistics or the research behind the theory of change being used. What I like to do is just insert some dummy statistics and dummy research, and then later on you can have the staff or the experts in the field put in the actual numbers for you, or the actual citations. So here are 3 techniques for reducing the number of decisions you make. First, don't dither about where to start when you begin to write the grant application. In fact, don't hesitate if you break off and then go back to the grant. Instead of picking and choosing and bouncing around the application, it's better to just work from A to Z. Start at the beginning and methodically work until the end. It takes up too much of your brain's computing power to try to figure out where to start each time. Just start at the top and then work your way through the document. Another big decision rule that's worked for me is to apply the golden rule. That is, write to please and convince yourself. You may not be right, but you'll probably be 80% of the way there. It's a waste of time to worry about what others think. If you have to make a quick decision, just ask yourself what's the right thing to do. Finally, insofar as possible, you've got to use existing grants, grant templates, and found materials. Just fill in the blank spaces. You can always make these contributions more original later on. Finally, you absolutely have to share these rules with your team because grant writing is a team sport. So, remind your team to save all their negative thoughts for the 3rd draft. Allow your proposal to bathe in the positive thinking during the 1st and 2nd drafts. Release your inner and exterior critics only after you have a solid 2nd draft. Critics should improve the draft, not keep you from even trying to write it. Finally, never farm out the grant writing process. Always do the first grant for someone, always do the first draft for someone before asking for their input. Otherwise, waiting for them, things will grind to a halt. So that's it. Success in grant writing is not due to the words you use. It's due to the speed of your decision making.